What's up, YouTube fam? This is your girl, Mrs. Tony Two Times, and we back with another video. Let's hear from tonight's sponsor, and then we'll jump right into it. This video is brought to you by Cool Green Clothing.
Man, just let them know, man, what you like about that cool green, man.
Because it goes with anything. Even a Muslim can wear it.
Yeah, man. How you feel about it, man? Let them know.
Good, bro. I'm glad I supported the brother. You know what I mean? So there you go. What's up, bro? Man, try and get like you, man. Rack up on the cool green. You heard me.
Let them know when the first day of Cool Green shut up shop, because you was right here, man. You got to tell them the history.
Run the tables out, bro. I remember when you run the tables out, man. It was freezing out here. The brother still was out here, man, getting customers. Everybody love it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, keep up the good work. You know what I mean? And everybody going to support you, man, because it's hot.
Hey fam, I hope this video finds you well. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Baltimore Way. Welcome to all of our day ones and our newest Two Times family. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I invite you to join the Two Times family. Tap that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get notified of all uploads. Be sure to like this video if you're rocking with our content. Comment down below and share your thoughts. Of course, always keeping it respectful. Feel free to share this video. Make sure you watch until the end to hear the full story. In this episode, I will be telling the story of an up-and-coming fashion stylist, Damon Jennings' disappearance, and the friends and business associates who officials say was responsible. Let's get right into it. According to the mother of 22-year-old Damon Jennings, he was a good kid who was passionate about fashion. Her one and only son was working towards his dream career as a fashion stylist and was pretty well known in Baltimore. His signature style was a pair of red shoes, according to his cousin. While pursuing his dreams as a stylist, he worked at the Horseshoe Casino, where he was loved by his colleagues. Damon was also a devout Christian and attended church every Sunday, his family told reporters. According to his uncle, he was a very, very kind and considerate person. On October 16th, 2015, at around 8 p.m., Damon's mother said that her son left his uncle's house to attend a business meeting with a group of friends and business associates. The meeting was with 22-year-old web designer Kevin Nixon and 23-year-old photographer Elijah Carroll to discuss their latest project. The three were involved in a fashion and modeling company. Damon styled the clients, Elijah photographed them, and Kevin worked on their websites. At 9 p.m. of the last night he was seen, Damon tweeted, "Tonight was a good night. Sealed in a client. The numbers about to be looking good." After the meeting, the friends went to a restaurant and lounge to hang out and left around 11 p.m. According to reports, at around 2 a.m., Damon's uncle texted him and asked him when he would be home. According to Damon's mother, her son replied to the text at 2 a.m. saying, "I'm heading home." It was the last time anyone heard from Damon Jennings. A woman says she saw Damon driving his car in the Windsor Mill area of Baltimore around that same time, but the sighting was unconfirmed. Baltimore police said he was last seen when he was leaving the restaurant in Baltimore County at around 11 p.m. that night. Damon's mother said he was always in contact with her, his family, and his friends. He had never done anything like that, she told reporters. Damon was last seen wearing a dark-colored baseball cap, gray coat, dark-colored shorts, white socks, and red sneakers. Almost a week after his family reported him missing, Damon's car was found in the Pikesville area in Baltimore County. As his family searched for him, they were baffled at his mysterious disappearance. Damon's mother, a Baltimore police dispatcher at the time, said that BPD made a good effort to find her son. She said police had interviewed Damon's friends and were searching for others who had information about her son's whereabouts. Family and friends knew that someone knew something. On October 29, 2015, shortly before 2 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon in Eden, just south of Salisbury, Maryland, a person walking along a rural roadside discovered a lifeless body lying in a ditch. Maryland State Police responded to the scene and identified the deceased person as Damon Jennings. Investigators found obvious trauma to his body. Damon's body was transported to the Chief Medical Examiner's office in Baltimore, where a cause of death could be determined. Damon's death had been established as a homicide due to the multiple wounds on his body. Damon's parents, family, and friends were devastated. A family friend told TV1 about Damon's body being found. They were numb, they explained. Damon Jennings was not the type to get into any trouble, so who could have done this? Days later, police announced that 3 people had been arrested in connection to Damon's death. According to investigators, Damon knew his assailants. 2 of the suspects were his business associates and friends, Elijah Carroll and Kevin Nixon. The 3rd person was Elijah Carroll's girlfriend, 21-year-old Jasmine Morton. In the beginning of the investigation, Elijah Carroll and Jasmine Morton were charged with first-degree murder and assault, and Kevin Nixon was charged with accessory after the fact to second-degree murder, state police said. Prior to that, Jasmine was only charged with accessory, but officials upgraded the charges as the investigation progressed, reports said. In court documents, police wrote that a wire transfer receipt in Kevin Nixon's name was found with Damon's body. Kevin told investigators that they all were together when Elijah Carroll asked Kevin Nixon to pull over his vehicle in the area of Warren and Poplar Hill Road in Phoenix, Maryland. According to the charging document, Kevin Nixon told police that Elijah Carroll got out of the car and walked around the back of the vehicle for several minutes. Damon Jennings then got out of the car and made contact with Elijah at the back of the vehicle. Kevin described hearing Damon yell and then observing Elijah pierce the victim in the chest and neck area, causing him to fall to the ground, police wrote. Kevin observed Elijah puncture the victim 1 additional time in the head, which was the fatal wound. Elijah Carroll asked Kevin Nixon to help him move the body into a nearby wooded area, which he did, Kevin Nixon told police. Damon's body remained there until October 25, 2015, when Kevin Nixon and Jasmine Morton put it into his car and dumped it on the rural side on the eastern shore. Police also said they searched Jasmine Morton's residence and found a muddy pair of shoes and a bloody towel. A search of Elijah Carroll's residence revealed a muddy hat, consistent with the hat that Damon Jennings was wearing the last time he was seen. In an eerie detail, on Jasmine's Twitter page, a post from October 21, 2015 read, "Damon's car has been found in the Pikesville area. Please, if you see him or have any tips, contact authorities." 2 days before police said Jasmine Morton helped move Damon Jennings' body, she posted, "I wonder what came up in Google searches for how to get away with murder before the show started," followed by a laughing emoji. Police had no motive for the horrific crime. On November 6, 2015, Damon Jennings was laid to rest. In May 2016, charges against Jasmine Morton were dropped in Baltimore County. Then, in August 2016, Kevin Nixon and Elijah Carroll were indicted. However, Somerset County turned the case over to Baltimore County after the evidence forced them to drop the charges and force the case to change jurisdictions to Baltimore County. New murder charges were brought against Kevin and Elijah in Baltimore, and they awaited trial. In May 2017, both men pleaded guilty to a single count of first-degree murder in Damon Jennings' brutal death. On the day of the hearing, prosecutors revealed horrible details in the brutal crime against Damon Jennings. The prosecutor said Kevin Nixon held Damon Jennings down while Elijah Carroll stabbed him over and over again. Damon Jennings suffered 167 wounds, prosecutors said. As the horrendous details were revealed, one of Damon's friends rose from his seat and charged the defense table in an attempt to attack one of the defendants, Elijah Carroll. Sheriff deputies quickly cleared the room. The grief-stricken friend was taken into custody. According to family members, the day of the hearing was the first time they had heard the details of what happened. The judge resumed the hearing with extra security in place. Further details revealed in the case showed that the three men had gotten along well enough until Elijah Carroll became angry because he believed Damon had taken money that belonged to Elijah's father. Prosecutors went on to say Damon Jennings' body was found shoeless but otherwise fully clothed. A red shoe that belonged to him was later found at Loch Raven Reservoir. 9 days after the atrocious attack, Elijah Carroll and Kevin Nixon decided to move the body, and they enlisted the help of Elijah's cousin and Elijah's girlfriend, prosecutors said. The cousin was not charged in the death. The girlfriend, Jasmine Morton, as mentioned before, was charged, but prosecutors dropped the case. Prosecutors believed that they needed their testimony in order to convict Elijah Carroll and Kevin Nixon. Prosecutors requested that they both be sentenced to 30 years in prison, and that's the time they ultimately received. Comment down below and leave your thoughts about this story, fam. Damon had his whole life ahead of him. I mean, they all did. They were all in their early 20s, just getting started in life and making big moves, it seemed like. Kevin Nixon was a senior at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore at the time. Of course, he was indefinitely suspended once he was charged. He practically threw his whole life away. For what? Elijah threw his life away. For what? Did it really solve whatever problem he may have believed he had with Damon? I would say that answer is no. He is now paying for what he did behind bars. Family members told reporters they wanted justice for Damon, but they also felt a deep sense of empathy for the families of Elijah Carroll and Kevin Nixon. They said, "Our family is a Christian family. We want their families to know that they're losing something as well. We pray for the families because they did not do the crime." Wow, Damon's family was so compassionate during such a trying time. their strength to empathize with the families of the men who were responsible for taking their loved one's life is truly a testament of their faith. I pray the Most High God continues to bring them peace and comfort. Rest in peace, Damon Jennings. To be absent from the earthly body is to be present with the Lord. All right, fam, that's it for this episode of the Baltimore Way. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 Times, and I'm out.